Hello, everyone. Hi, thanks for joining. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Still a few of us joining the webinar, so we're going to give it a couple of minutes and then we'll go ahead and get started. So yeah, we'll get started in just under 2 minutes. Okay, still a few people joining us. So yeah, we're going to give it just one more minute and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Alex, sorry, your screen stopped sharing.
It has. That was me tinkering in the background. So
There we go, we
apologies.
can see it now.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. 30 more seconds, folks. Okie doke. I think we'll go ahead and get started. So, hi everyone. My name's Alex. I'm the training manager here at OpenAthens. And yeah, welcome to the latest one of our webinars. This is OpenAthens Unpacked, where we'll be looking at the Compass dashboard again, looking at a refresher, really aiming at new admins. So whether you're brand new to OpenAthens Compass or just looking for a refresher, hopefully there's something that will be useful for you here today. Bit of housekeeping just before we start. So we are going to record the session today, so you will get that recording hopefully tomorrow. So please feel free to share that with colleagues or friends who couldn't make that today. Your mics are off today, just so that we can get through all the content. But if you have any questions, we do have a Q&A section on Zoom. Hopefully you found that. So yeah, any questions, put them in the Q&A. We'll definitely have some time in our agenda. Yeah, about 9 minutes towards the end, as you can see here. But if you have any problems, do let us know in the webinar chat as well. Hopefully that's all fairly self-explanatory. Okay, so fairly simple agenda for today. I'm going to go through just a refresher about where we came from, seeing as, for those of you that didn't know, we are 30 years old this year. So I'll go through a bit of where OpenAthens came from and what we look like today. We'll then jump into a live demo of the Compass dashboard. Just a reminder, that is the administration area for your OpenAthens Compass. So we'll be looking at various configuration options in there, and of course, answering your questions towards the end as well. Cool. So a bit of a history lesson. 1995, we started at the University of Bath as the Athena project. And then up until 1999, where we became part of EduServe. We were part of EduServe all through the 2000s, up until 2006, where we hit 2 million end users. We launched the Federation in 2013. 2019 was when our parent company EduServe was merged with JISC. And then, of course, 2025, we turned 30 years old. I won't tell you what I was doing in 1995, but I was quite young at that age. Open Athens Compass, what are the benefits of it? Well, the first thing is that it is what we class as true single sign-on. And by that means we are moving away from relying on IP address. It's about integrating your institution's authentication system, so how you authenticate your staff and your students or your employees or your users, with a single sign-on experience to resources that you need to access or control access to, right? That is the beauty of single sign-on, not having to rely on your users' memories basically to manage multiple passwords at once. I forgot there was a card there. Second benefit is generally a great user experience. The reason that you do all this hard work configuring a product like OpenAthens Compass is that it allows your users to seamlessly move between vendors, between publishers, within a session and access content freely. So it's enhancing that research journey as much as possible. Of course, one of our central mantras at Open Athens is about removing barriers to knowledge. It's one of our core mission statements, and that really is a driving force of how we build our products and how we set our sights as a company. And lastly, generally, Open Athens products support, I suppose, what we see as each step in the single sign-on process, and we have products and support for each stakeholder in that exchange of information as well. So we're not going to get too bogged down in the technical details today, but essentially we are big fans of SAML-based single sign-on, and we do try and support it for every stakeholder group in whatever way we can. So yeah, hopefully that's all fairly clear. I think I've got one more point here. Yes, it is privacy. Oh, excuse me. So privacy preserving. One of the benefits of using a single sign-on solution that Open Athens Compass is built on is that data is encrypted. We use anonymized identifiers to ensure that personally identifiable information is not released to masses of publishers. So we do our best to practice really good data hygiene and ensure that your users' data is protected whilst it's being exchanged in the SSO process. Okay, so Compass is really our flagship product for library, university, SSO or company SSO. Just want to talk to you about what really comes with it, and just so that you're really aware of how we support it and what you have access to as being a subscriber. So I'll just fly through these really quickly, and I'll take you through some of these benefits. So on the sort of light purple on the left-hand side here, this is what we describe as a fully managed, fully supported product, which means that you get your own account manager who you can discuss your subscription with, or discuss various configurations that you have at the moment, maybe changes to your authentication setup, or just your technical stack in general. And that really applies to that third point as well. We have some fantastic technical consultants who many of you may have worked with already. Adam Snook leads that team. He's been here a long time, and him and his team absolutely here to really discuss anything when it comes to either changes or how you can get the most out of Open Athens Compass. And we're also here to help you set up resources as well. If there's maybe an issue with a new publisher or something is changing with a particular vendor, we will know about it and we will help either resolve that issue or work with you to ensure that that access is working as best as it can. So we're absolutely here to help you on a human level. And that goes for kind of personalizing the experience as well. OpenAthens Compass, one of the really key benefits of it is that it is extremely configurable and it's extremely customizable. So that goes from the user side, so what you input into it in terms of your authentication system, how you log your users in, but also how they then authorize to access content as well. There's plenty of advanced access controls, options for different types of local directories that you can integrate with it. And of course, there are options to manage your users within OpenAthens as well, whatever works for you. And if you're not sure about making a change or what would work better for you in the future, that's what the left-hand side there for us. Please discuss it with us. Please talk to our technical consultants or your account manager. It's a really flexible product, and we want to make sure you're getting the most out of it. And lastly, that sort of third pillar on the right-hand side, we ensure that, as I mentioned before, that we are practicing the highest data hygiene and ensuring and advising you on making sure that users' data is protected, it's GDPR compliant. And of course, we can also monitor things like misuse through reporting modules as well. So yeah, if you want some more information on that, I'll be glad to talk to you about it a little bit later on. Okay, well, that was quick. Got to the live demo step already. So we're going to spend about 25 minutes now really going through the Compass dashboard area. We're going to look at some of the key tasks that you can be doing as administrators, maybe some of the settings that you might want to be looking at. And of course, if I miss something or something you would like to see, maybe just let me know in the Q&A and I can cover that at the end as well. Okay. So just give me a second here. I'm just going to pause my screen very quickly. And we'll just move out of our slides into the live demo. So hopefully you can all see that okay. I've got an eye on the chat, so if you can't, let me know. So, like I said, quick demo just through the OpenAthens Compass dashboard area here, and then we'll get to some questions a little bit later on. Okay. So first off, just on our homepage here, really the key things that I want to be looking at are our quick action buttons over here, and of course our activity feed as well. So on the left-hand side, I think the quick action buttons actually give you a pretty good indication as to really what the key areas and the key tasks are within OpenAthens Compass. And those are really managing and creating accounts and managing our resources as well. So by resources, we're generally talking about the vendor or publisher subscriptions you have, right? So you are accessing those through OpenAthens, hopefully, and you can sort of manage access to them or check those resources here in our resource catalog. We're going to start off with accounts though. So a few ways to get to the accounts list, but of course we've got our accounts list here, but you can also access it in the top left-hand corner here. So I'm using just a test account today, but I will sort of go over everything that is possible here. So with accounts, there really are two core types. And what you can see here, so this list of personal accounts, access accounts, and our administrator list as well, these are what we refer to as managed accounts, okay? And this generally means that our user directory, so all of our users for this made-up institution, they are all managed, created, deleted, and any access issues are all troubleshooted. That's a troubleshot through OpenAthens. Okay, so we do everything in here together. And you'll see what I mean by that a little bit later on. So some of the key tasks that I can do here, of course, are creating accounts. Now, there's 3 different types of accounts to create. The most common is going to be a personal account. So this is generally where you have one account for one user. So the most common type. So let's go for Zeus of Athens. Now, Zeus is allowed to log in with his email address, but his account is going to expire at Saturday. And of course, then I have the ability to choose what happens when that account is created. Okay. So I can either send them an activation code. I can manage these accounts myself as an administrator. Oops. Let's go back to that. So I can manage those accounts myself. And what that's effectively going to do is put those accounts in a not activated list so I can save them for later and then choose, what I want to happen with those a little bit later on. Maybe I want to specify passwords for them at a later date. Maybe I want to then generate and send email activation codes, but a little bit later on. Okay, so it's almost like a draft folder. So I get to choose that. In this case, I'll be sending that. Zeus of Athens. Next. Pop in my user's email address. Okay. Fill in some core details. Of course, I've got the option here to add my user to a group if that is something that I want to use in my reporting. I'll talk a little bit about groups and reporting a little bit later on. I guess maybe Zeus is a Mr. And then I get the option to assign a permission set to this user if I want to. So I've got 2 options here. One is my default and one is alumni. So I'm just going to give Zeus my personal, default permission set, and I'm going to go ahead and create that account. Okay. Really is as simple as that for creating just a personal user account. Now, unfortunately, we don't have anyone. Zeus is not a real employee, but that would be quite the piece of luck. So next, I'm going to set up what we call an access account. So access accounts work a little bit differently. These are not one user to one account. Okay. These are accounts that we use and we restrict them by location. So let me show you what I mean by that. So this time I'm going to go let's say temple at Thebes, expire, and then I will have to set a password for that. Okay. So just set a quick password. Now, this is where access accounts are different, right? Because what we do is we will assign IP addresses or ranges that we want this account to apply to. Okay, so this might be a specific building or a specific range of IP addresses that a certain set of university buildings are using, or a school IT lab, whatever it is, you can set that here. And of course, we could put in a range here if we needed whatever we needed to do. Okay. Once you're happy with that, you can then put in simple. And then, of course, we assign a permission set to it as well. Okay. Really is as simple as that. So just to recap that's personal account. These are where we create one account for one user. And then we've got our access accounts where we're creating an account for a specific IP address or IP range. Okay. We're going to talk a little bit about administrators a bit later. So just another thing I wanted to show you is the bulk upload template. So one of the things about creating personal accounts is you don't really want to be going through that sort of wizard, that account creation wizard 1,000 times per student intake or 9,000 times. So we do have a bulk upload template to get around that. Oh, I think it's just kicked me out. So hopefully it hasn't. It has. Okay, just give me a second, folks, and I'll just log back in. Apologies for that. Cool. Looks like we're back in here. So yeah, the bulk upload template, there is a specific template you can use for that. And there are different options for that, right? So you can use it to create masses of accounts at once. You can use them to modify accounts. So for example, if you wanted to maybe transfer a load of users from maybe your default permission set to a new custom permission set that you'd set up. And of course, the ability to delete accounts as well. So students that are graduating that maybe aren't eligible for alumni access, whatever it is, you have the ability to create, modify, and delete those accounts en masse via that bulk upload template. And it really is as simple of coming in here, again, selecting which action you're going to take, and then sort of going through and uploading it. Okay. Now, a nice little warning here. Please do obviously make backups of your data, of your users, if you are planning on making a change, because it's much easier to reverse it if you have a backup. If you don't, it gets slightly harder. Okie doke. So that is different types of managed accounts. Now, let's just stick on that term for a second, right? I mentioned that these accounts that you manage only in OpenAthens. Now, what that means is I get I get complete control over what I can do with those user accounts in OpenAthens. So for example, if I come to the actions menu here, you can see that I have a range of different options as to what I can do with that account. So, for example, some of the classic ones, right, are my user has not responded to the activation code. They've not clicked through from their inbox, and therefore they've not validated their account. Classic, user issue there. So you might want to regenerate an activation code. It might be that you actually want to come in and just specify a specific password for that user. So change the password for them. It might be that you want to change their permission set. Or it might be that you just want to come in and monitor that account's usage if there is, maybe some suspicion of misuse, or you're trying to get to the bottom of why a user is having some access issues, or just ensuring they're not logging in when they say they're not. Okay. So again, plenty of options when it comes to our managed accounts. Back to our list. Now, yeah, the same goes for our access accounts. And again, we're talking about administrators a bit later on. And the reason I wanted to sort of stress this is that many of you, and I'd be interested to, if you are using managed accounts or what we refer to as our managed directory, maybe just let me know in the chat. I'd be interested to see if how many of you here today are using that. But what we know is that the majority of you all here are using local authentication. Okay. Now, when we talk about local authentication, what that means is that our user directory is managed outside of OpenAthens, so outside of the Compass dashboard area here. But what is set up in place of that is a connection between OpenAthens Compass and your local directory or local authentication tool. Many of you are using Microsoft Entra, or you're using Google Workspace, Circe Dynex. So yeah, there's plenty of options. And I'm not saying if that is your primary route for authenticating your users, that there isn't a use case for personal accounts. For example, maybe you've got a researcher who is, yeah, so I can see, yeah, Somalia. Thanks, Alexia. We got some great chat about that there as well. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So Michelle's made a really good point there in the chat. You know, sometimes your Active Directory will not manage a user correctly, and just setting them up as with a personal account, ensuring their access is going to be managed in an appropriate way is just the easiest thing to do. You have control over it as the OpenAthens Compass administrator. And like we've seen here, setting up an account takes no time at all. You have control over it. So it can be a really nice instance for those, sometimes those edge cases or those types of users that maybe don't quite fit into the kind of, I suppose, brackets or grouping that your Active Directory is set up for. Okay, so actually quite a few of us here, maybe we've got sort of 7 or 8 people here in the chat that are using managed accounts. Okay, that's really good to know. Yeah, exactly. Like Alexia's just made that point. Far easier to just go in here, quickly use create, set up a personal account, and we don't, say it quietly, but we don't have to bother our friends in the IT department to do that. So that is accounts. Okay. So like I said, the reason I was bringing that up is many of you are going to be using some kind of Active Directory or local authentication, and there's plenty of options in Compass for that. So here's just a few of the different local authentication types that we support. We essentially will support well, I don't want to say the majority, but a lot of SAML IDPs that are at least SAML 1.1 compliant. So hopefully that's basically everyone here today. Obviously, the most popular ones being Azure or Microsoft Entra, as I think it's being renamed, but a whole host of other brokered and different local connection options. Of course, some OIDC connectors as well, Circe Dynex. So some of you using the Symfony API, and also just various custom API connectors as well. So really, this is just to say, if you are maybe changing how you manage your directory of users, or you're moving to a new system, like I said at the start, please do discuss it with us. Compass is a very flexible product, and hopefully we can, support you in that move and ensure that your users' access is not disrupted in any way. So yeah, hopefully that'll be useful. You can also see on this connection screen here. So just as a reminder, I came to the management tab and I came to connections. Okay. Now in here, I also get my federation details as well. So most importantly, this is where I can see my entity ID for the federation. Okay, so really useful tip. And of course, if you are part of other federations, particularly the UK Fed or in Common, you will see those federations listed here as well. Okay. Now, speaking of those federations, we'll talk about resources. So coming over here to the resource catalog, depending on which federations you are part of, you are going to see resources that you have access to, you are able to access here in the resource catalog. And obviously, depending on what are in the federations that you have access to, you will see those here in this available tab, and you'll be able to allocate the ones that are applicable to you, right? So you of course know what your subscriptions are, and when you got set up with OpenAthens Compass, we did hopefully set up all of your subscriptions up correctly. But when it comes to adding new subscriptions, it really is simple. If you are wanting to control that yourself as an administrator. Okay, so available tab here, you can see some of the resources that I have allocated. Just a quick tip on allocation. First thing I always like to do, and all of you have been, I'm sure many of you have worked in libraries for a very long time. Sometimes, even though it says the name of the resource that you really sure you've subscribed to, it's always just really important to go in and double check. You know, I have been involved with library systems a while now, and I've definitely made mistakes because, I e-link instead of I-link or something, whatever it is. But so what you can do is come into any resource here and just have a look at what that resource is. So check the access link, check the owner. We can see where it's coming from, more importantly, like, do I want to allocate the resource that's in the OpenAthens Federation, or is it from a different federation? I can see that what type of resource this is. So federated, we'll talk about proxied resources a little bit later on. But I also get access to each of my link formats down here for each of the domains that are under this resource vendor. So I just wanted to show you this, just because it's not always the thing that sticks out the most. But I always like to do this because sometimes I'm finding a URL and I don't know which vendor it might be under, or maybe that vendor has 2 or 3 different kind of entity IDs, or I just want to double check to make sure that the exact domain that I'm subscribing to is under that group. So just come down here and you just have to hover over them and it will show you. So there we go, bloomsburyfashioncentral.com. Brilliant. That's what we've just bought a subscription to. Or maybe, yeah, you can see under this Bloomsbury, we've got absolute raft of different resource scope URLs here. Cool. Okay. So back to the resource catalog. The other thing I want to mention, so first thing was checking, just double check, what domains are listed under each vendor group, double check which federation it's coming from, or whether it's a proxied resource, check that resource is owned by the people that you're subscribing to. And the second thing is permission sets, right? So some of you here today, and if you'd like to let us know in the chat, please do. Of course, don't feel free, you need to. But some of you are going to be using restricted mode or using permission sets for either specific rule mapping from your local authentication system, maybe for specific reporting. Any of those, it's really important that we want to check which resources are allocated to which permission sets. Okay, so we'll talk a bit about permission sets at the end. But just to emphasize, whenever you allocate a resource, it will ask you, we'll go through it as an example here. So if I go to Amsterdam University Press, again, I can see there's a federated resource, got my link there. When I choose to allocate it, it's going to ask me which permission sets I want to apply that to, okay? So let's talk a little bit about permission sets, okay? Now, this brings me, right, I'll give you all a little bit of reading just to take away from you. We have a really good root page all about permission sets. Again, I know some of you are fairly new to OpenAthens, so these could be a really, really powerful tool for you if you want to use them. Now, I'm not saying they are a requirement or a necessity for you. All your institutions are different, but they can be a really, really useful tool either for managing access on a really granular level or using them as a reporting sort of breakdown or a reporting tool. Okay. I think that this docs page that I've just linked to you there, really, really good explainer for that. So I'll leave that in the chat for you. And I should say generally, docs are a really, really good starting place if you've got a question about OpenAthens in general. Oh, Olivia's popped it in again for us. There we go. Ah, it's because I didn't send it to everyone. Thank you, Olivia. So yeah, definitely take a look at that. They are a really, really powerful tool, I think, particularly for that reporting piece. Okay. So to set up a new permission set, it really is as simple as coming to the resource menu. And let's say I've got a corporate research center that's being set up on our campus, or we're starting to share facilities with a science institution that's on our campus now. We could pop that in, maybe create a permission set for research lab, choose what type of role that is, and then we can create that. So maybe, and again, like I said, I think the majority, based on our chat earlier, I think the majority of you are using local authentication. So it might be the case that you actually want to set up and assign that permission set to any users that are coming in from that research, that science research company, whatever it is. You have a way of sort of grouping or defining those users in OpenAthens, and you can then, if you wanted to, ensure that their access was only to the resources that they have permission to access. And again, that's getting more into restrictive mode and managing resources on a granular level. But yeah, we're not going to get into that too much today. So yeah, research lab permission sets, very, very useful little tool there. Cool. Last few things I want to talk about. How are we doing for time? 38. Okay. So we've got a few more minutes. So I just want to move on to the reporting tools. I'm just again pause my screen here very quickly. And we'll just move over to the car reporting. Okay. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. Again, let me know in the chat if you can't. So the reporting in Compass is there to monitor and look at your account usage. So how accounts are transferring through OpenAthens, and also look at your sort of resource transfers as well. So two sort of core types of reports. Now, one of the, I suppose, really useful things about OpenAthens reporting is related to what we were looking at with those permission sets earlier. And that is how we can break accounts down. Now, one thing I haven't really talked about too much is attributes, but one of the really powerful things with OpenAthens Compass is that you can use bits of data that come from your users. So what department they're in, maybe which campus they're in, or if they're in specific types of user groups, and you can actually break down your reports by those attributes if you then sort of make them reportable. So that's what we were talking about with permission sets earlier. That is what we can use as a reportable breakdown for our data. Okay. So again, that's the breakdown. So let's go through very quickly what we can see with these types of reports. This is a demo account, so we're not going to garner too much from the actual data here, but I'll just talk you through them. So the first thing is our account reports. Okay. So I have the ability to see total numbers of accounts. So again, this is going to be really useful if I have got maybe multiple administrators who are going through and creating accounts. I can monitor that level very closely and what types of accounts are being created. I can monitor the total number of authentications. So, if there's, um, some worry about misuse, or there's some sort of mass access issue, I can monitor this to check this and see how many users are coming through authentications. Or maybe you forgot to turn off an old authentication route. Maybe there's users that are accessing content through IP en masse when they shouldn't be, or something like that. This is hopefully going to give you an indication as to any issues or just a general picture. And of course, our account usage as well, probably the most popular report. And of course, I can maybe break that down by country, by permission set. We talked about that earlier. So if we're managing permission sets for our reporting, and of course by group as well. So you might have saw that earlier when I was setting up those that personal account for Zeus. I had the ability to assign Zeus to a group. Okay, and then I can then use that group for reporting. So maybe Zeus is in the electrical engineering department. I could then set up a group for that, or a permission set, whichever works for me. Okay, functionality is fairly simple. We can change our start and end dates here with the ability to change how the reports look. So I'm up here in the top right-hand corner. And more importantly, I have the ability to schedule reports. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it really, really useful to just get reports scheduled to me. So I might want to call this account usage, or for admins. And maybe I want to send this monthly report, but I want to send it to all the administrators in my organization. Okay. Really, really useful little tool here. Or do that plus send it to maybe my dean for information services or something like that. Okay. Really, really useful little tool there. But of course, you also have the ability to just download individual reports as well. And you can save that, and it will be available over here in saved reports on the left-hand side. All right. Cool. Second type of report is our resource usage. And again, you have those really, really powerful breakdowns by those attributes, by those permission sets. And this is going to give us a really, really clear indication about how our users are transferring through OpenAthens. And I think that is everything to say, other than we have a really, really good set of documentation about this. So if you just type in reporting, Olivia, don't worry, I will send it correctly this time. So there we are. There's a docs page in the chat for everyone to look at. This is a good route page. Really just explains how our reporting works effectively, and then just how to. So we've got the FAQ down there, as well as sort of how to use the Data Explorer and saved and scheduled reports as well. So do take a look at that, as well as all the other documentation pages. How are we doing for time? All right, we are just about at time, and I want to allow us a few minutes for questions. But before that, let me just very quickly make sure I'm not messing up the slides, because my brilliant colleagues have worked really hard on them. So there we go. So that was everything that I wanted to show you today. So I'm just going to check the Q&A now. I will say I have one of my fantastic colleagues from the support and onboarding here today, Ian Allchurch. So when I go through, he is a much greater mind than I am on OpenAthens. So if there's any questions that I'm a little bit hamstrung by, I'll bring in Ian to answer those. So I'll just grab the Q&A now. Oh, plenty of questions. Thank you very much, everybody. So I'm just going to go through these. We only have a few minutes, so I'm just going to take a few that we have here. And then we will be answering them all in a later session, which I'll talk to you about very, very quickly towards the end. Okay. So Somalia, I can see your question here about so you using OA, using the OpenAthens API for barcode validation. That is something they'll probably take offline with you because there's some configuration specifics there that we'd have to ask around that. So great question, but I will maybe follow up with you over email if that's okay. Definitely one for our technical consultants, I would say, as I mentioned towards the start. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay. So yeah, Hillary has asked, could you say more about managed accounts? Are personal and access accounts considered managed? Yeah, so the reason we use that is because you are effectively managing them within OpenAthens Compass, as opposed to managing them via your Microsoft or your Google local directory. So that's where generally it's being managed via Google or via Microsoft or Cersei Dynex or whatever it is. But we call them managed accounts because you're managing them in OpenAthens Compass. Okay, so next question: would the user be alerted if their permission sets change? No, that's not something that is publicly available to users, really. It's more of an administration tool. And hopefully, as you'll see from the docs page I put in the chat, it's really a tool for you as an administrator to manage that user. Okay, how are we doing for time? Doing okay. Ian, I think this might be a good question for you. So I don't know if you can see this in the Q&A, but I'll read this question to you from Sonia, and then maybe we can sort of work on it together. So Sonia's asked that we have major issues with the information coming in from, I'm guessing that's your Active Directory being incorrect. So what I hear is you saying is that we can take the Active Directory list that comes to OpenAthens and create personal accounts. Can you do this as a bulk upload?
Yeah, I think there's a combination of sort of issues within that question. So firstly, yeah, you mentioned you have major issues with the information coming across. I'd love to know what that is. It sounds like potentially there's some attributes that might be missing or something like that. And then it says we can take that list and create personal accounts. Yes, we can take any list of email addresses and create create managed directory accounts. However, that might then duplicate the accounts that you already have. So the advantage of using your Active Directory is that that user has that one username and one password. If you then create a managed directory account with OpenAthens, that creates a separate account. So you would, although they'd be using the same details, i.e. same first name, same last name, same email address, that would in theory be a separate account. So at that point, that user would have two accounts. So I think the first thing would be for us to establish what the issue is with your Active Directory and how that's being plugged into OpenAthens, and if we can resolve that, because that's ultimately would be a better solution, given that your Active Directory might plug into other systems other than just OpenAthens. So those managed directory accounts that we create in OpenAthens, they are accounts that only work within the context of OpenAthens. So that's something to point out. So in answer to your question, yes, if you've got a list, we can upload them and we can create those personal accounts, and we can do that in bulk. However, I'd be more inclined to focus our efforts on your Active Directory first of all.
Yep, absolutely. Few more questions here, particularly about reporting. So Mavis, I'm reading your questions here and I'm trying to fuse them all into one. So to your first question here, the bulk upload template does have specific columns for those 3 different tasks. So hopefully it's fairly self-explanatory when you go into the bulk upload template as to where to put the accounts, depending on what you're trying to do, create, modify, or delete. So hopefully I've answered that. How are we doing for time? Doing okay. So someone's asked here, Ian, I guess I can throw this one to you. So what is the difference between reporting and auditing?
Yeah, sure. The reporting dashboard that we have will show you authentication. So that is sometimes referred to as transfers to certain publisher sites. So in theory, our reporting dashboard will display to you how popular a certain publisher's site is, how often it's used by a certain permission set. You can specify date ranges, how popular is it within a certain quarter or month, or a certain department if we're capturing that information. Whereas the auditing will show you specifics around accounts. And what I mean by that is kind of events within an individual account. So that could be the account being activated, that could be an account resetting their password, that could be an account being suspended due to misuse, that could be an account being created. So very much account specific rather than reporting which collects data on actual usage.
Yep, absolutely. Cool, thank you very much. Oh, I've made it a bit messy. There we go. Okay, so I think we've got time for a couple of more questions. So yeah, thank you for that question. So here's a good one actually from Hillary. Should we be able to see title level data in the resource usage section, or just platform level usage?
Yeah, so using the terminologies that you've used within your question, within reporting, you will only see platform level usage. So what our reporting tool does is it tracks transfers from or authentication into one particular platform, and then as the user moves on to another platform, New Scientist then to Elsevier or something like that. What we don't do is we don't garner any information or collect any data beyond that authentication. So as an example, our reporting tool won't show that I've authenticated into New Scientist, and then I've looked at chemistry articles, and then I've looked at biology documentation or videos. Publishers, however, and I do stress just only certain publishers can give you that information if they have that functionality built in within their platform, but it's not something that OpenAthens collect any data on. We provide authentication into that platform, but beyond that, we're not monitoring or collecting any data.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Mavis, just to very quickly answer your point, you are right that the scheduling would put it into the you would have to then go in and download it yourself, but it would just sort of schedule that for you. Megan has asked a really, really good question, actually, and I think this is for everyone here that's on using local authentication. So Megan's asked, and Ian, I'll put this to you. If a user managed in our IDP is removed or updated, how quickly would this change get communicated to OpenAthens?
So if that's a user that's within your Active Directory, so Azure as an example, if you remove that user because they graduated, left, etc., as long as that user has been removed from your Active Directory, that would instantly be updated within OpenAthens. So what our system relies on is that account being active within your Active Directory, and we then facilitate that connection to a publisher when you authenticate. If the account doesn't exist, then more than likely they're going to get a branded error that comes from your Active Directory. So if it's Azure as an example, they'll get a Microsoft error. The sort of information that's stored within OpenAthens regarding accounts, it's very much like a record of what already exists within your Active Directory. So as soon as it's removed from Active Directory, it's removed from OpenAthens. But if your user was to graduate and you didn't delete that account, that user could still use that account.
Yeah, there's no kind of extra management. It's whatever you're doing in your local directory.
Yeah, it's
will
very
be
much
reflected.
Yeah, it's very much a mirror image. So if you suspend it within your Active Directory, then it will no longer work within OpenAthens. If you delete it in one, it will be removed from OpenAthens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we do have 2 minutes left. So Mavis, Hilary, Megan, and everyone else that maybe didn't really get to have their questions answered today, fear not, because we actually have another session coming up with, again, a range of people from OpenAthens, but this is going to be an Ask Us Anything session. So we haven't managed to answer all the questions today. So really, really do encourage you to come along to that. That is going to be a session fully dedicated to answering your questions about Compass. If you've got any questions about your configuration, about reporting specifically, I know there were lots of questions about that. Please do sign up for that. And of course, you can also stay in touch with us as well. My great colleague Olivia hopefully will put a link to our newsletter sign up, as well as our listserv community as well. We have a really, really great community discussion group via the listserv. Any issues, if there's a publisher platform that's gone down or anything like that, you will definitely hear about it via the listserv. And of course, if you have any specific feedback about OpenAthens Compass, we do have a new place for you to register that, and that is the ideas portal via AHA as well. So hopefully there it is, just like magic, that's in the chat for us. So yeah, any questions that didn't get answered, we'd love to see on the 16th of October. And yeah, we can really get into the nitty-gritty of it then. I know we haven't had a lot of time today. So thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully that was useful, and we will see you all on the 16th of October. Thanks, Ian and Olivia.
Thank you all.
Thanks all.